This is Natural Powerlifting Radio. Deadlifts, chicken nuggets, video games. This is Check My Total, a powerlifting podcast with Timothy Payne and Andrew Henson.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We have a whole mess of characters with us today. It's episode number 3 with our guest. We have Bradley Guffie, Miss Erin Black, Rob West, and Keith Payne. And of course, I'm Timothy Payne, and Andrew's here too.
That's right.
Good evening. How's everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Bradley? Erin, how are you guys doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
Doing
I'm good, man.
Good.
Yeah. So last Saturday we had a full power competition, the IBP Tarheel State Powerlifting Championships, and Mr. Bradley he lifted in the meet. So how'd your meet day go?
My meet day it went good. I pretty much did everything I wanted to do, with the big one being the engagement.
Oh yeah.
My squats, I kind of lowballed myself on my squat attempts. I felt like at the end, I was hoping to go 5 when I hit my second attempt. I didn't feel comfortable with going for 5 on my third, and then I ended up hitting 480. And to me, it felt like an empty bar. Going back looking at the video, it went pretty smooth. It looked like my bench, I was hoping to get 4. I ended up doing pretty decent on my first and second attempt. My third, it was just strength and technique. It just wasn't there yet.
Right.
At deadlifts, I could not have asked for anything better. I've really been working on my deadlifts a lot.
Amen to that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, after I pulled 6, I really didn't have much hope for 610. I've only actually pulled it one time. I've attempted 615 and failed miserably a few months ago, and pulled 610 shortly after that in the gym. And really, that's the only time I've ever had it on the bar. Like I said, hit 555, went for 600 on my second. And I was actually I was talking to one of my friends. I was going to make my third attempt at the engagement, actually. And he was like, nah, man, just go ahead and try for 610. And I listened to him, and luckily it paid off.
Yeah, you had some extra adrenaline going.
Yeah,
I guess so, yeah.
Extra motivation.
Yeah.
That was a have-to situation.
Pretty much, man. It wouldn't have been as cool of a video if I hadn't pulled it.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Well, that's the question that's been on my mind and everybody else, just chit-chatting about it. What would have happened if what did you even think about what if I don't get it?
I did, actually, because like I said, I've only had 610 on the bar one time. I really didn't have much hope in it, and I mean, I was going.
So it didn't really matter.
No, not really.
I got you.
I mean, I was going to propose either way.
Right.
I would have said yes either way.
Well, that's good.
Well, that's good to know too.
So you had no clue this was coming?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
What a way to do it!
Yeah, man, that's a pretty awesome idea, actually.
I know. His song was real hardcore, and then when it went off and that slow song came on, I was like, what is going on? I was so confused.
Surprise.
We all knew, but we didn't know. I mean, I didn't have any details. We kind of knew what was going to happen, but we didn't know everything.
Yeah. I was so lost. I was still excited that he pulled 610, like jumping up and down, and then this slow song comes on. I'm like, okay, I look like an idiot. What is going on?
Yeah, just to give a visual to everybody, Bradley, he texted, Instagram. We chatted on Instagram earlier in the week, and he went over the game plan, said I want to propose after my deadlift. So he pulls the 610. Which, like they were saying, he's got this hardcore music, and then What's the name of the song that you used? The proposal song.
A proposal song is 1,000 Years.
Yeah, so you have this hardcore music going on, and then all of a sudden it flips to 1,000 Years. For all these Twilight fans out there.
Yeah, the vampire song.
Uh-huh. And so then you had to chase her down, right? Or was she at the platform?
Yeah, I did. She, after I pulled, she turned off her video, and she kind of turned around, going to go back and talk to some of her friends, and I had to, hey, where you going? Come here.
Yeah.
She didn't pick up on the fact that you left your belt hanging on the bar.
No.
Yeah, so you pulled her back onto the platform.
Yeah, I was actually going to put my belt around her and pull her in, but I didn't want to trip over some wires or some weights or something.
Right.
Like an idiot.
That was cool.
Another cool
So I
thing
wasn't at
is...
this.
Oh, go ahead, Andrew.
So I wasn't at this meet because I'm over here trying to finish up college and be responsible. So,
Boy.
like, what? So you got done with your deadlift and you pulled her up and got on a knee. How'd this thing go down again?
Yeah, it's on my it's on my Instagram. So I'm not sure the lady's name that handles the music, but right whenever I got white lights, and she said that the lift is good from my 610 attempt. The song immediately changed to 1,000 Years, and I started walking towards her, and I grabbed her by the hand. I pulled her up to the platform, and we kissed, and I got down on one knee and said, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my goodness, with the chalk flying everywhere.
Pretty much, yeah.
As soon as
he got 3 white lights.
Yeah, as soon as she said yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We were instructed to do that, by the way.
Yeah. And that was the only perfect lift I've done all day.
That's the one that counted.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'll tell you, we were setting up the platform for the deadlift, and I didn't know anything about this until this moment before we started the deadlifts. Keith come up to me and he said, we're going to have a unique situation after the deadlift. And so I'm like, okay. So he starts telling me the details, and he never gave me your name. I guess he couldn't remember or whatever, or couldn't think of it. But so I didn't really know who he was talking about.
Right.
And he said, I'll point him out to you or whatever. And he said, I'm going to move him to the end of the third flight to make sure and make sure he is the very last lifter of the day, so he can do the last lift and then do this proposal.
Yeah, and the funny thing is we didn't have to move him.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
He had the biggest deadlift of the day anyway. So.
Yeah, turns out Bradley Guffie is a badass dude. I mean, he had the biggest deadlift of the day.
I don't know about all that.
So, kind of knew what was going on, but I didn't even know it was going to be you, because I wasn't sure if that was the last lift of the day or not until your belt hit and you started walking off. I was like, oh, I know what's happening now.
It was a surprise for everybody.
Yeah, there are only I think there was 6 or 7 people there that knew about it. Everybody else was kind of pausing their tracks for a second.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all the women in the crowd were going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't even look out into the crowd. I didn't want to.
Me either. There was a lady that worked the concessions there, and she came up to me after, and she was like, as soon as he pulled you up, I just started crying. And I was like, how did you? I didn't even know what was going on.
I think there was a lot of tears. There was quite a few tears in the building. That was cool, though.
Well, congratulations, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, super excited.
So I also.
How old are you? Go ahead.
Anyway, so I also heard that this meet had a record number of women lifters or something like that, or a large number or something.
Yeah, man, it was pretty spectacular on the female participation.
Yeah.
And I think it was 18 or 19.
19,
oh my goodness.
I believe.
Which we had the whole first flight were women. And I don't think we've ever done that at a full power meet. That's kind of a record for us.
Yep.
Yeah,
and a cool thing about that is I know one group of ladies was from a CrossFit gym. Was it two different CrossFit gyms maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
That was pretty cool for crossing over, and they actually looked really well, you know.
Wow.
They're from Easley, South Carolina.
So that had a pretty good little drive.
Yeah.
One of our team members, Bridget, she actually, I think she was the only girl to hit elite at the meet.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see her lift or see her compete for a while. She's a strong girl.
I told Jason, the bald-headed guy that was spotting in the red tank top.
Yeah.
I told him, I walked over to him after the squat. I said, this Bridget lady, wherever she come from, she come to hurt somebody. And then she turned around and hit elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was bringing the pain for sure.
Yeah, buddy.
I think Rob and I were talking about this, but the last time we saw her lift, I think, was last April. So we didn't know.
I can't remember. But it's vague. Yeah.
We didn't know what she was going to do, but she's tough.
Yeah, she actually last year, I'm not sure of the female weight classes, but I think she competed at 165 or 168, and she come down to compete at 148 or 145.
Yeah,
this time
148.
Yeah, she was stronger than she was last year.
Yeah, so Bridget Atkinson, she, like Bradley just said, she was in the 148 class, and she squatted 315, bench press 135, and deadlifted 330. So,
wow,
that gave her
I thought she pulled more than 330.
No, 330 is what we got on the results.
Okay. Did she miss her third one?
Yeah, she went for
350.
Okay, that's what. All right. Yeah.
Yep. Total 780.
So that gave her a elite total in the 148 class.
That's a strong girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Which she wasn't the only one to hit elite Saturday. We had a
198
male.
About time, my boy Michael Burleson finally joins me.
He was close on the previous attempt, but he got there this time.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, what was your total?
It was 1485.
So we're going to go down to body weight for the rankings there then.
Uh-oh.
What was his body weight?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what yours was either, but we'll have to check.
I think I was 197, 196.
Okay.
Either way, you're still Mr. Elite.
No, you're strong there.
I hope I can get Michael to do October with me, and then we can go at it.
Have a showdown.
That'd be fun, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So Michael's numbers were he had a 550 squat, a 395 bench press, and a 540 deadlift, and he totaled 1485 on the dot, which is an elite total.
198s.
The 198 class.
Yeah, I think he left some on the table too. So
yeah, he looked solid. He did.
Yeah, you better get busy, Andrew.
Oh,
you better hurry up and graduate.
Better stay off these podcasts and get in the gym.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so we had a big old day in Belmont. What kind of training did you do for the meet, Bradley?
The guy that owns my gym, Jonathan Logan.
You trained with Jonathan?
I do, yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I didn't realize that. I didn't put it together.
I'm sorry. No, that's a really nice place over there.
Yeah, I just didn't realize that's where you were at. That's cool.
Yeah. Jonathan's a good guy, man. He's strong too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I've been having a hard time with my squat and my deadlift. I've always been a decent pusher, but he wrote me out a little program whenever I feel like I bombed out at the meet in February, and I went to him, and like I said, he got me the program ready, and I kind of stuck to it as much as I could, and it was a lot of reps, a lot of technique stuff with my squat, especially. And
How long have you been training powerlifting?
Powerlifting?
Yeah. I mean, I know you obviously have some kind of athletic background before powerlifting, but I was just curious how long you've actually trained for competitive powerlifting.
Well, my first meet was at the push-pull back last July at Jonathan's gym.
Mm-hmm.
And even for that, I didn't really, powerlift. I was just kind of going in there to see what I could do. And I really enjoyed it. And I started, training for it right around August, I guess. So since last August, I've been training for powerlifting, I guess you could say.
So the whole concept of competitive powerlifting training is still kind of new then.
It is, yeah. It's still very new. I'm still very much a beginner at it.
Which how old are you and what weight class are you in?
I'm 26. I competed twice at 275 and once at 242. The 242 I ended up losing about 18 pounds last year, and it just sucked, bad.
What's your normal weight? What do you walk around at?
255, 260. I was planning on getting down to a 242 again, but I kind of stalled out at around 251, and I wasn't really worried about cutting weight. I'm not a big weight cutter. I'm not a big fan of it, so I just kind of, walked in at where I was at.
That was going to be my next question. Do you cut weight? I was curious.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I did last year, and I haven't. And that was the first time since high school I had to cut weight for anything, and I didn't like it.
Do you remember what you weighed Saturday?
Yeah, I weighed in 252.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can make 242 easy. You just got to learn how to do it.
Man,
as big as you are, you can cut 10 pounds easy.
Yeah, I probably could have cut it, the last few days, but I was really the big thing on my mind was getting that 600, and if I got 600 on my second to get a bigger deadlift, I didn't want the weight cut to.
Yeah, you had too much to worry about, Rob.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weight cut's brutal. It changes everything.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But you could definitely. I mean, you're only 10 pounds away. You can do that overnight.
Yeah. I'm sure I probably could. Just had to put my head to it and do it.
Yeah, it's there's ways to go about things.
Well, Miss Erin, when are we going to see you on the platform?
No way.
No way.
You would definitely see me there supporting everybody, but I don't think powerlifting's my thing.
Okay.
Maybe if she had never seen Bridget, she might have thought about it.
Yeah, no way would I go against her.
Don't let her fool you now. She's a stout little girl. She works out, pretty much every day. She's up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, heading to the gym.
Shoo.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Know what that's about?
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, the females, you just don't ever know what you're getting. I mean, they surprise you every weight class. You just have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome.
It is.
Well, Andrew, since you weren't there, you got any more questions?
Yeah, I got some questions. All right, so I guess, was Michael Burleson, did he have the biggest squat of that meet, or is there other people squatting more? What did he get, like 550?
He got 550, but Jonathan Hauser, I'm not sure how you say his last name,
yeah.
I think he got a 600-pound squat.
I think it did, yeah.
And
is that the same guy that he tore his hamstring on 620?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw something about that. What happened? When did you get the injury?
Man, he was all beat up. He tore his hamstring on his last squat. And what'd you say it was, 620 or something?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, and then it looked like he tore his pec on his second bench press, or his first bench press.
I didn't know that. That's
And
terrible.
and then he turned around and ripped his knee out on his deadlift.
Oh my goodness. Hey, you went 3 for 3.
Yeah, I know, in a bad way.
An injury on each lift.
But hey, he's all over that 242 elite though.
What
Yeah.
what is that number? I don't even know what the elite is at that 242. What is it, like 16, 20 something?
1610, something like that.
I'll look it up real quick. But
Yeah,
And what about Brandon Arthur, Timmy?
yep, he had a 600 pound
He
squat.
hit 6. Yeah.
He's
Yep.
built for squatting too. He's a short, stout dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bent for squatting and bench pressing. Which he's young, isn't he? In the junior class.
I don't know. He was open for this meet.
Oh, okay.
Was that the guy with the big red beard? Is that who that was?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. This guy, I couldn't remember
I
his
can't
name.
remember.
Yeah. He was in a junior class too, so he's between 20 and 23 years old.
Hey, we got some people my age.
That's what I'm saying. You better watch out.
Wait, what?
The
Any 198?
what's the
No, he 242.
what's the guy's name that pulled 600 at 165
Oh yeah, we need to talk about him too.
with no belt,
Yeah.
pure
Yeah.
raw.
Pure raw.
So
What happened?
George.
I think
His
it's
name-
Glorious or something like that.
Yeah, I'm about to butcher his name. Jorah.
John,
He goes
Sorry,
by
go
his
ahead.
last name's Styles, and he said he goes by Styles, so I'm gonna call him
Oh,
Styles.
good.
Jorvavius Styles, I believe.
Yeah.
So when he was weighing in, he weighed in 165 point, I don't know, 7 or 8 or something. I want to say the cutoff is 5 or 4 for 165, the decimal point.
Yeah, he went in
something
one.
like that.
Yeah, but he told me he wanted to be 181. So, I was like, okay, well, you can be 181 since you're over the limit. And like Rob touched on, he was pure raw, so he did not wear knee wraps, did not wear a belt. And he squatted 455. Now remember, this is at 165, 166. So he squatted 455, bench pressed 345, and deadlifted 600 pounds. So he had
Oh my goodness.
a 1,400 total.
Is that not elite at that weight class?
1410 is the elite number for 165.
Just
10
shy.
pounds short.
Yeah,
Gotta be kidding.
and this guy's
Wow.
not even wearing a belt.
And I think we saw him in Spartanburg in December, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
December
I
was his
believe
first
so.
meet ever, and this was his first full power meet.
Wow.
that's a strong dude.
Yeah, he don't play. He's
Yep.
from South, like Dad said, he's from South Carolina too.
I mean, that's some big numbers for that body weight. But,
Oh, yeah.
and, a lot of people's walking around questioning. Like it happens. There's 165ers out there that move that kind of weight. I've seen it before. It's not uncommon. It's just not. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, it don't happen in the YMCA. It don't happen in the commercial gym.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And just to answer your question from earlier, Andrew, the elite total for 242 is 1625.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing, because I saw a squat video where he squatted 600, and I was like, that looked pretty decent. And then next thing I know, he's walking around and got like 5 injuries or something.
Yeah.
Like, what? Legs all swollen up.
It looked like you'd been in an MMA fight.
Yeah.
There was a one of my friends. He's another 242. Well, he competed 220 and 242. Travis McManus.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He's a strong dude,
He is.
but
Mhm.
he just can't. He hasn't seemed to have been able to get it together for a meet yet for some reason.
Right.
I've seen him squat 625, 630. I've seen him pause 450 before.
Wow.
On flat bench, but if he can get his meet day right, he's gonna be a strong dude for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
True.
Sounds like
we've been watching him for a while.
Y'all
that's a
got
hard thing
to.
to do, though. Get everything to show up on one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
for
key
real.
right there.
And it's part
I
of the
always
strategy.
struggled with that because I always had to cut weight, so it affected somewhere between the middle and end of the day. But so yeah, that's definitely the key to a full power lifter right there.
That's true. I try and avoid those weight cuts. I just can't do it. Plus, I just enjoy that Taco Bell too much. I got to have my tacos and my cheeseburgers to get me a good total. Weight cuts, this ain't for me.
It's tough.
You have any kind of special diet you stay on, Bradley?
Yeah, seafood diet.
Really? See it, you eat it?
Yeah, seafood, I eat it no matter what it is. No, I eat relatively clean for the most part. There for a while, I was doing a lot of Bojangles.
Yeah, Bojangles. We don't have Bojangles.
And it was making me, pretty strong, but I looked like a busted thing of biscuits or something.
That's true. Yep. Yep.
But no, other than that, just a lot of red meat and a lot of decently clean carbs.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So, but now I'm not too picky. I don't, I'm not anal about calories or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken like a true power lifter.
Yep.
Well, we'll see if
Aaron,
it pays off.
Aaron, what type of training do you do? Do you just do like regular workouts? You big into cardio, running? What do you do?
No, yeah, I'll just do regular workouts. Normally I'll try to do like maybe 30 minutes on the stair stepper a day just to kind of keep my endurance and cardio up. But normal workouts, I mean, I have like, a normal back day, leg day, shoulder day. I go through all those through the week, but I don't do anything like super heavy. I mean, I'll push myself for sure just to kind of get a little bit of muscle build, but I just try to tone more than build.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you do like squat, bench, and deadlifts, or you do other things?
Yeah, I do those as well. I don't do bench as much. I'll do like other type of workouts, but squat and deadlift I do, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Good. Yeah. Good deal.
How many days a week are y'all at the gym?
I'm at the gym no less than 4 days a week. I try to hit 5 or 6.
Whoa.
She's at the gym at least 5 days a week.
So you must have some type of bodybuilding split incorporated into your regimen.
I do, yeah. I still hit all the 3 big lifts, squat, bench, and the dead. But I do back and hamstrings together. I do squat and hamstrings together. And of course, a full leg workout after a squat. And I throw in a shoulder day, arm day. And things like that. So, if I hit something heavy that week, like if I have a heavy bench day, later on in the week, I'll go in and do, like a close grip day, for triceps.
Oh yeah.
Yes, for some kind of technique work for my bench.
Me and Timmy know all about them close grips.
You gotta get them triceps built up, especially if you have long arms.
Yeah, no joke, man. Pushing that bar 4 foot sucks.
How tall are you?
Oh my goodness.
Preaching to the choir, man. So you would sign the petition that I'm going to start to get rid of all the bench press forever.
No,
because I'm all for it.
I love bench press. That's probably my favorite lift.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, since I started powerlifting, my deadlift has kind of surpassed everything. But I still love, I still love the bench.
Okay.
Interesting.
My dad, he got me into working out several years ago, probably like my freshman or sophomore year. And I mean, I guess it's kind of, I'm just one of them guys that like the bench.
Yeah, you just wouldn't think it with your, your body type, where your long arms and all.
Yeah, no, I've hit.
But I know what you're saying. I mean, I like it. I'm not good at it because of my mechanics, but I don't dislike it. I just like to throw off on it. because I can't do it.
Don't be a hater, Rob.
I'm not a hater.
Goodness.
But, I mean, yeah, I'm not a great bencher by no means, but it is one of my favorite. You know, the bench and the deadlift. I would sign one to get rid of squats. I don't like squats.
Oh no, that's my favorite right there. That's what I like.
I don't, man. I've been working on it a lot, and it's coming up pretty. It's coming up faster than I thought it was going to, but I'm still not a fan.
Yeah,
Because you have to afford to go down.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
But yeah, to answer your question, Tim, I'm right around 6'4", 6'5".
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're tall.
That's a long way from the ground.
It is, yeah. I've been joking with everybody. I think I'm gonna start pulling sumo.
See.
Yeah, but I mean, in all reality, you're built to deadlift, really, because you got the long arms, so that that helps. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I appreciate it.
I mean, you and I are built similar. You're just 100 pounds heavier than I am. But we got the same type of frame, you know.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I guess it's a good thing. Where at my lockout, I'm up about mid thigh, so I guess that's good.
Yeah,
Right?
that's real good.
Yep.
All right, Timmy, is it time to play the game?
It's time. Why don't you explain it?
All right, we're going to play a game like we always do. It's called red light, white light. So
what?
White light, red light. That's the game we're playing.
Hey, that's a different podcast.
Okay, so the way this game goes is I'm going to ask y'all some questions, and it's just like a meet. You're going to white light it if you like it, and then you can explain a little bit about why you like it, or you red light it, which you don't like it, and you can explain some of that. So let's go. I think this is pretty appropriate for this podcast. So lifting with your significant other, white light or red light?
Do
What was the question?
Lifting with your significant other.
Who's the question
light.
to?
Let's do the people that are engaged.
I can't speak for her, but mine is definitely a white light.
Yeah, I agree. White light.
Cool.
I don't know.
So train together?
We do sometimes.
Yeah, a couple days a week. We go to different gyms, but we joined a gym together up here in Dallas that we'll go to in the mornings together sometimes.
Okay.
In Dallas, where what is it?
It's called Route 74.
Okay.
It's right off New Hope Road. Well,
Yeah, it's super small.
yeah, it's a
My
small
son
gym.
lives in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you have your girl there, you got to go heavy, so that's always fun.
Right.
Yeah.
My motivation.
Hey, that's kind of like deadlifting before you propose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I told him. I said, I'm so glad you got that. The video would have been ruined if you didn't.
Right.
And that's the truth.
Well, you can always edit it out and just
That's
show
true.
the part after the lift.
All right, let's
That's
do
cool.
this. This next one's going to be for everyone. So I guess Timmy will answer, and then we can see who else answers. We'll see how this thing goes. So let's do this. Let's say wearing a belt while you bench.
I'm gonna say red light, just because. Well, it's been so long since I've benched in a competition, but back in the day, I used to get a pretty good arch going on, and a belt would always get in the way of me trying to arch up. So I'm gonna say red light on that one. How about what do y'all think?
What kind of belt are we talking about?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna say just a regular old powerlifting belt, 4-inch all the way around.
I'm going to go with a white light either way. Even with the power belt, you can kind of, my opinion is you can still kind of manipulate it and kind of help lock that arch in and give you that mid-body tightness you kind of need.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to go white light because I always wore a belt, and I don't know why. I guess I just wanted as much apparel on as I could find. Right. I felt like I was naked up there in the singlet. So anyway,
tightness.
Really no reason. I just
the tightness. You want that something to be tight.
Yeah, and plus if you are equipped, you're going to need a belt to kind of hold your shirt in place. So depending on whether you're raw or equipped,
Yeah.
Yeah, white light.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bradley.
I've only benched in the belt a few times. I wasn't crazy about it. I kind of like Tim said. I couldn't seem to get. It might sound stupid, but I couldn't get my back and my stomach as tight as I like to whenever I bench.
With a belt, you mean?
Yeah, with a belt. I haven't benched with a belt enough to know how to do it right, like I said. But and two, I think I powerlifting just since August. I haven't really learned how to.
Okay.
But my bench seems to be going up without it, so I'll probably stick with that for a while.
Absolutely.
Hey, don't change it if it ain't broken.
Yeah, so
that's right.
So for now, I'm gonna give it a red light.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to give it a red light. I think maybe it's just because I'm terrible at benching with a belt on. It just feels so awkward and so restrictive, and I can't get quite as good of an arch or I feel like I can't get as good of breath into my core and get tight and braced properly. But then again, I haven't really benched that much with a belt on, so I'm sure if I got better at it that I don't know, maybe my bench would go up or maybe it would stay the same. Probably just be different.
Yeah.
Rob, do you see what's going on here?
I'm not sure.
It's these old people that's wearing belts and everybody else doesn't.
Well, I thought that's what you were going to go at, but I think it's a comfort thing, actually.
Yeah, it is for me.
I mean, there's not what's it going to do? Not really much. It's a comfort thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I want to feel something tight, on my body. Like Keith said, he feels naked. We want to feel something, so we got used to that feeling.
Yeah, that does seem to be a thing that I've noticed is a lot of the older people do seem to wear the belts a lot, which could be because they were used to benching equipped.
Mm-hmm. They were just now that's different. That's why I ask you what kind of belt. Because if you're talking about in a bench shirt, you're not using a power belt, you're using a little 1-inch
bench belt.
Bench belt, dress up belt, whatever you want to call it, because all it's doing is locking that shirt into place and you just find that comfort zone where you want it.
Right.
And cinch it down so you can put your singlet over your shirt. That's a little secret people ain't supposed to know about, but it happened.
You're giving away all the secrets.
You usually charge for that, don't you?
That's right. There's other ways around that too, but that's another story.
Hit us with one more, Andrew.
All right, let's do it. Sniffing ammonia.
Whoever wants to go first.
Red light.
Oh man, the red lights are coming.
What's your reason, Dad?
I just don't like it. I don't have anything against it. I just don't like it.
Yep, I feel you.
It's true.
I go white light.
Okay.
All right.
Because
what's it do for you?
I strategically use it right before I'm going to step on the platform, and it doesn't take much. You don't have to go crazy, but it clears your head, and it just kind of gives you that shot of adrenaline, it seems. And for a split second, you're like not focused because of the effect of the ammonia, and then it comes to you. So, there's a little window there, which is just enough to make your lift that nothing else in the world is happening.
So it kind of gets you locked in.
It just kind of enhances that moment, yeah.
Okay.
Timmy, what you think?
I'm with Dad. I just red light it. I've never really used it before, but I don't know. To me, it kind of goes with the pre-workout that we've talked about. At this age and everything, I don't feel like I need anything extra to get me going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So red light. What you think, Bradley?
I'm gonna go red light. I've hit it before, but it reminds me of sticking my head out a window if you're driving down the road. I can't really. I don't know. I can't catch my breath, and it just kind of throws me off after that.
Okay. You do have to get used to using it.
Yeah. That
I do have to do that.
Yeah, that comes with kind of the environment too, I guess. I haven't really been around it, a whole lot, but I'm sure I'll probably try it again just because.
Yeah. We're talking about ammonia while we're on that subject. I think Bradley, do you know Chip Martin?
I don't.
Okay, he's super heavyweight, 2-time elite. He was my training partner for about 5 or 6 years. He used to judge and everything with us, but life's took him in a different direction. But he's super heavyweight, 360-pound guy.
Oh boy,
that dude could just breathe ammonia like, just breathe it, man. And it wouldn't affect him.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, wow. Erin, you ever sniff ammonia for your workouts?
Yeah, not
Or you hit the treadmill?
Let's get this jog going.
That's right.
I think I got to give it a red light. The only time I've actually ever sniffed ammonia was back in October before my last deadlift. They had the bottle out, and I was like, I guess I'll try this stuff for my last deadlift.
That's not the time to try it.
Pick the fine time, Lucille.
That's right.
So just to give this some context, though, Andrew already hit elite on his second deadlift.
Okay.
Yeah, so he could do whatever he wanted to on that third one.
Oh, he already got lazy that day is what it was.
Or maybe it was it was the second deadlift. It was before the 580. Yeah. So I did this dumb mistake of opening up this little capsule thing, and I pulled it up to my nose, and I was like, I don't even know how big I'm supposed to sniff, so I just take a big sniff.
Did
you feel it behind your ears?
I felt it everywhere. I was like, man, I started the water, and I shake my head to get the eye, my tears just kind of shake off so I can see. And I'm just like, I guess I gotta pull this now. It hit me too hard.
Yep.
I was like, no,
you can do too much. Yep. You gotta learn your tolerance and get used to that feeling,
Yes, that's a red light for me.
I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody's been picking on me at the gym. Training barefoot or with shoes?
Oh.
Because I walk around barefoot in the gym all the time. I don't know. I squat barefoot, deadlift barefoot, and most of the time I bench, barefoot. I have socks on, but
Arnold used to walk around training barefooted too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Train like Arnold,
I think it's a matter of preference. I could never do it.
So I did it for a while back when I first started. Because I didn't have a good pair of shoes, a good pair of flat shoes to squat in. And so I squatted, for about, 4 or 6 months, I squatted barefoot, and I liked it. I actually wouldn't mind doing it more often if people didn't give you weird looks all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I like it because you can kind of feel the floor really well, and you can spread your toes out and just dig into the floor. I like it. I like squatting barefoot. I think it's a lot better than squatting in a pair of running shoes. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
No doubt.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just have to have some type of arch support. I can't do the barefoot stuff.
I would just be afraid of banging my foot on something.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
My feet are super flat though, so it probably helps me. Super flat feet. So.
But what's the effect of all the heavy training with no arch support long term?
Long term, I have no idea.
I mean, you don't know, but you have to question it.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen a bunch of guys I follow on social media. Pete Rubish. He always pulls barefoot. A lot of the guys, pull barefoot and they'll compete in deadlift slippers.
Right.
The only times I've ever pulled over 6, I was barefoot, so that's why I purchased a set of deadlift slippers to compete in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Were you wearing slippers Saturday?
I was, yeah.
Okay, I didn't even notice that.
Sure
I
was.
agree on the deadlift. The less you have under your foot, the better mechanics you have.
Yeah, like the more
I
drive
agree
you're
with
gonna
that.
have. Yeah. So like the more drive you're gonna have off the floor, kind of thing.
Well,
You don't have to pull the bars far either.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking a quarter, maybe a half inch less travel on the bar, depending on what kind of shoes we're talking about.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So-
That's true.
But so that's my point about the mechanics. But I'm big into how you engage for the deadlift. So again, if you're improving your mechanics, you're engaging properly or better. So
Bradley's
everything-
big into engaging at the deadlift too.
that's true. He took it to another level.
Literal.
Yeah, I was kind of late on that, but yeah, I just got that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It worked. It was good for you. It was a good day.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure.
Well, guys, I'd like to thank all of you for being on the podcast today.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Absolutely, man.
Great time talking to y'all.
Awesome.
If you want to, you can share this or not, but where can people find you on social media?
For me, it's ringenforced.bguff91. My name is Bradley Guffie. I'm on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. So.
All right.
And mine's Erin with 3 N's, Black with 2 K's, and then I'm not on Facebook either. So just on Instagram.
Right. You find me at the meet. I don't have any social media.
I guess we'll see you there next time.
Yeah. Write him a letter.
That's right. Mail it. Postage.
We'll send you Morse code.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, we'd like to thank everyone for listening. We hope you subscribe to us so you can be notified the next time we put another one of these out. Just to piggyback off of their social media, you can find all of us at Iron Boy Powerlifting, and that is on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, we're there. Once again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. This is Check My Total. Bring all your fiancés and pre-fiancés to the meets, engage them all, and then go get your rings. 1-800-JARED Iron Boy. There we go. That's it. I'm out.
We out.
See you guys.
Everybody
Hey.
take care.